you know, I could put some words together and make them sound good, but just coming off straight off the dome like that, I wasn't ready for that. So like I say, it just gradually just took me a little time with it, and then one of my friends was like, actually, I don't know if y'all guys familiar with a guy named Jason Baker.
Oh,
like,
J Bay.
Yeah, J Bay. We actually came about, you know, knowing one another, and then which ended up finding out that was my family, like my cousin.
Oh,
you know,
that's cool.
Yeah, so he was like, you know, Bombay, man, you know, you ever thought about, you know, taking it serious? So, you know, I like, nah, you know, I'm too shy. I don't want to go in front of everybody and just rap and do all that like that. Like, no, they might think that don't sound good.
Right.
But he was just like, man, you got the voice, you got what it takes. Just, you know, try to be serious about it once, you know, just see what it do.
Give it a shot,
yeah, just give it a shot. So I actually, I did a song called Going In. It's my first song I ever did. JD produced it, and you know, it was one of them things that it was like a hit or break type thing. Like, is it gonna go good? Or is it gonna go real bad? So it was on that note that, you know, it was like slow. It was slow, like claps here and there. Like, okay, yeah, I can listen to Bombay. That's Bombay. Yeah, I can listen to him. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take this a little bit more serious. Let me see if I just buckle down with it and just try to keep on at it. Maybe something good will happen with it. So I used those right there, and that kind of like motivated and molded me into, okay, Bombay, you finna be an artist. Yeah. You already entertained. I'm already, you know, I'm a talking person. I'm funny. You know, I like to be around people. I like to get the whole everybody in the room. Like, if you down, hold on, wait, we got to get him crunk up right quick.
Right.
You know, like if you down, you got to do the same thing with her, vice versa. So that's why I say everybody in the room got to be on the same vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I look at it that approach. It molded me, and I had some guys around me that actually, you know, believed in what I had going on. Yeah. So they pushed me, and like here I am today. You know, now I'm established as, okay, Bombay is the artist. That's the artist from Albany. You know,
right?
You can actually go places and people could vouch for it. So that's why I say, you know, I'm humbled by it. I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know it's still a lot of work to do. But you know, I'm you know, blessed to be a part of those that group of people when you hear Albany artists in the music scene. So,
right, exactly. So that's what's up.
That is what's up.
You know that. Hey. So Bombay, the name Bombay.
Yes.
What is that where did that come from?
Oh, Bombay.
That's what I was thinking. No, but see, I know, like, because I've been around him, so I know it ain't because of that.
It's something, you know, other, you know, in the other side of you that, you know, brings me out.
Right.
I pretty much don't want to discuss on the mic.
Okay, that's cool.
Bombay is Bombay. You know, it's not the drink.
Right.
Yeah, you know, something that brings the inner you out. You know,
right. Okay.
You know, it's like a little.
That's right.
But,
no, because he's a Remy man. You know what I'm saying?
I drink Remy, but like I say, the name Bombay actually, like I say, the name Bombay actually come from one of my friends in high school. Mm-hmm. Like, just seeing me, you know, all the time, and no one from Little Haiti.
Yeah.
You different from us, you know. Yeah. And then like when I first came up here, I had W.I.C.E.S. I don't, if nobody not familiar with that term, those like the dreads that nobody don't touch. You know,
they just grow.
It formed from the afro. So it was I was woolly looking. You know, like people were like, he ain't gonna fit in too good. Yeah. He crazy.
So how did it? So when did you decide that you would just let it stick? And that you would use it. You know what I'm saying? Later in life.
No, because like I mean I was telling them to still call me my government name Marz, you know, but at the same time like people didn't really know how to pronounce Marz like that, so they were like Bombay,
right?
Bombay, you know. Oh, let's stick with them, Bombay. So when you know somebody don't know my name, they be like Bombay. So, but you know I was still, hey y'all, Marz, my name is Marz, but they ain't want to call me that. So you know I stuck with everybody calling me Bombay. Now I'm glad that everybody calls me Bombay. Right? Know my real name.
Yeah.
So you know that's why I say, you know, I stuck with it from a childhood friend. Like I said, he gave it to me in high school, and we just ran from there. And
okay, awesome.
Yeah, but it's not the drink though. So for anybody that's asking, is Bombay considered an alcoholic or that's where he get the name from? No. Right. It originated from one of his friends, and
because he was from Little Haiti, and he had wicks, and people didn't understand him, and he didn't fit in.
I didn't fit in, so I was.
He was Bombay.
I was by myself, so like I say, I was really pushed. I was one of them kids that, you know, when you go to a new school and you feel like that new child in the room, everybody look at you. You know, when you stand up, when you walk, how you move. You know, everybody looking at you. And like I said, I was from Miami, and they looking at me all, you know, kind of like, hey, what he do? He foreign, you know. You know, we ain't never seen nobody from Miami down here, in this part of Georgia right here. Because like I say, Fort Gaines is so small.
Right.
Everybody is usually family.
What is it down there? Days Crossroads or something?
And that's what. Hey, how you know?
Hey.
That's exactly where I grew up. Like my senior year. That's
really?
My grandparents.
Oh man, that is so dope.
I graduated my senior 04. Class of 04. State championship, you know.
Yeah, shout out to all of our fam down there in Days Crossroads, man.
All folks down there in Crossroads, you know, still down DCR, you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Cotton Hill Road.
It's a small world.
You know.
It's like this big, you know. And it just be
Randolph Clay.
It just be coming right on around.
Yeah, Randolph Clay.
Yeah.
What was they, the Red Devils?
Red Devils.
Man, we don't care.
Look, that red and black field put a lot of fear into my heart when they came to the gymnasium.
We don't care.
Calhoun? Oh, Calhoun? No, I ain't gonna. Calhoun.
Green and gold, baby.
They came after the 05, 06 season with the girls at first, and then the boys.
Y'all boys was always on.
Yeah, I just want to say, you go to the school right now, you find banisters that probably can't even get up there on the wall. You know, so,
okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, for real, you know, facts. Big facts. I would say facts. Big old facts.
Okay.
Big old facts.
So,
need more space.
Right.
Needs more space.
All right, bro. B2RG.
Yes.
How did that come about?
That's it's actually two meanings to that. You know, it's one where, you know, you speak on what I done been through, like the broke the rich. Like, there's been plenty of mornings I've been broke, waking up. But, you know, before the end of the day, I found some way to get a hustle. And it may be $20, but I'm $20 richer than I was before. Right. So I use that, like I say, broke the rich. Like, we do that every day. I can incorporate that. So I ran with that. But it also stands for Brothers Together Reaching Goals. Which I actually, you know, incorporated all my people that's around me that's helping me with it. So when we go out to certain places, instead of just being just a music-based, like ENT or like a corporation or whatever, we used it as something that can be motivation to the younger black males that's in the community that don't have nothing really to look up to. So we really been trying to push the issue as far as, like, you know, giving back to the community, doing little drives and stuff here and there to try to, you know, use that just not as for music. So when people wear the apparel, like, instead of just being Broke the Rich music group or Broke the Rich gang, you know, we say Brothers Together Reaching Goals.
Yeah. Bam.
So, you know, we've been running with that. So when we present it to anybody, we always go by that. But, you know, when the fellas together, we doing music, we gonna say Broke the Rich gang.
Right.
You know, so, but when we going out and we trying to, you know, do something with it and be positive with it, we always use the Brothers Together Reaching Goals.
Right. So, all right. And I have to say that that's something that we need a lot of, you know, now in this city, and around the world, you know what I'm saying? Because the same things we're facing, other people are facing in other communities, you know, just as much, if not more, you know, and, you know, we had Cedro on last week.
Yeah, shout out Cedro.
Yeah, Almighty, can't forget the dollars.
Almighty.
Right. And so, like, when we were talking to him, you know, we brought up I'm a Ball, right? And that's your latest. Yes. So y'all be sure to go and check out I'm a Ball. Yeah. I''MMA. Ball. All right. On YouTube, right? Because it is available now. And if you can't find it, feel free to go to our Facebook page. Right.
Tell me.
And if for whatever reason you feel like you can't find it on YouTube, you can go to the website. Right. Go to the Soul Society page and click on Bombay's profile pic. All right, feel free to go and check out his profile there. All right, www.thevoicesradio.com. But you can follow him on Facebook at
Bombay, or you can follow like I said on my Instagram pages, which is Bombay_305. Majority of them is gonna be Bombay_305. So whatever, all social medias, all that, like Bombay_305, or just hashtag Bombay. It should something should pop up.
Yeah, I mean,
something should pop up because I know some people don't. I can't remember what it said. Hashtag Bombay.
Right. Okay.
That's right.
Hashtag Bombay, and it should be there. Yeah, it's gonna be there. Yeah, it's gonna fall somewhere. It's gonna fall somewhere.
All right, so I'm a ball, and I just like to get your breakdown of it because Sid gave us his perspective. Because I saw the video, and I've listened to the song along with some others, and I'm gonna talk about those with you in just a second. But we're gonna start with what's hot right now.
Like it's like what you mean, like hot?
So like even the concept for the video, because it showed, like you said, the brothers together reaching goals. Like that concept was evident in that particular video. Yeah. Even from the brother going to the door, I'm assuming that was like an eviction notice, a whole bunch of bills. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And him going out with the what we quote unquote hoopty. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it. You feel me? Right. But at the end of the day, it was like he broke down, but another brother pulled up and was like, hey, we finna get it. And next thing you know, he pull up on the whole squad and it's like nothing but love and support. You feel me?
Yeah. I just gonna say that actually that whole concept, we actually came up with that like probably like 20 to 30 minutes before we even decided to shoot, because we was gonna actually just do like 2 scenes, and I was just like, let's try to do something different. Because like I say, if you watch my previous videos, I always try to incorporate some type of scenery in it, whether it's a movie scene or some type of commercial skit or something that you can relate to a little bit. So with that right there, that scene right there, we were just one of them unexpected. Like, how we gonna get people to actually feel like the what we trying to get out there to them. And we came together and got our heads together and just thought about like we gonna get a person that actually doesn't have it, that's like having a bad day, and we incorporated him, like what I'm saying, like even though things going wrong, just to keep the faith. Mm-hmm. Like anything can happen, and it just so happened in that video or whatever, we actually was just like I said, using a guy that was going through something that day. Car breaks down. And
that really happened?
No, it's like look, it really happened, but it didn't. It happened though. But like I say, we were just incorporating. Like I say, somebody that's having a rough day, and as long as you just stay prayed up and you believe that anything can happen. We use that like at the end, like we your homies. So
right.
If we got it, you got it.
Right.
So like I say, we not.
If I'm gonna ball, you gonna ball.
Yeah, you gonna ball with me. So that's why, like, that's pretty much what it was. We were just trying to get out there, like, what I mean. You can have a rough day, but just keep faith. Have faith, and don't get so down on yourself, because anything can happen. You might be a scratch-off ticket away from never working again in your life. You know what I mean? But you never know until you take a chance.
Right.
So that's all we just use. We use that sequence to try to get that out there and paint a picture for everybody to see the words that come together and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, so my next one. They hating. Is that it?
Oh, yeah, they hating.
Okay.
Ricky. Yeah, it's all Ricky in there.
Okay, so I like that song, though. Like the whole, I don't know. The whole message, like, yeah, they hating. Yeah. And it's like, I made a post a while back, and it said it was something to the effect, like, it's not that they don't like what you're doing. They just don't like that it's you doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I was listening to that, it was like, I mean, but they hate but you might as well keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly what you're doing is good. And so they can hate all they want to, because they going to miss this boat when it starts sailing. You feel me?
Yeah.
And in the video, like, because I like visual stuff, right?
What you mean? Ship gone. That ship gone, man.
My ship has finally come.
We can talk about
But look, so then in the video, again, it showed that, but it spoke to something else that's kind of prevalent for the city of Albany. Like, it was a scene in the video where you were standing in the driveway, the guy pulled up with the gun, scene from, don't tell me. Boys in the Hood. So the guys pull up with the shotgun out the car, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you and y'all gone to the back, but then your homie comes back to the front. And next thing you know, they roll back around, and it's like he strikes out to run and pop out. And the reason I brought that up though is because you spoke to black on black crime, you spoke to gun violence, like, and then like some people, even the unity, like, because immediately, like, when in the video when you heard the gunshots, like, everybody struck out to the front. You feel me? Like, so being that right now in Albany, clearly gun violence and black on black crime is a major issue. How do you see your music in the future, in your videos, continuing to shine light on such a negative, but bringing positive out of it?
I really don't. That's why I say anything dealing with guns, I don't see nothing positive. Nothing. Like, I tell my child every day, like, even play guns, I don't even like guns.
Right.
The reason why I like to use like stuff like that when I'm doing like videos and stuff like that is because it gives those people that actually don't really have a chance to drive the luxury cars, don't really have a chance to do the luxury things like that, but they see this every day. But they can get a feel of it, and something that, okay, like, it's not really trying to motivate them to, okay, yeah, go out there and shoot somebody, but it's also showing them like, okay, dang, he could have did that differently right there, and that would have never happened. And it also shows the jealousy that people have out here, that just because you're doing something good, they'll want to snatch it from you because, it's not them that's doing it.
Right.
So that's why, like, with my videos, like, all that, like, I got the Up video.
Oh, I like that one too.
See,
that joint is so lit.
With
literally Looney.
I got the Up, like, that's another one. It shows, like, I tried to incorporate the Chicago scene with that. Like, it's because, like I say, Albany is like, it's a lot of guns around here. Like, people, I want people to understand, like, I don't want you to go out there and shoot nobody, but at the same time, you're a black person, you already got to strike to protect yourself. Right. Because I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to want to be one of the ones that, like, oh, I wish I would have did this. Yeah. Right. Like, people don't really care nowadays. So that's why I say you have to protect yourself out here. So that's why I was like, if that's the mean of something, like, protecting yourself, by all means, protect yourself, your family, whatever. Just protect yourself out here. So that's why, I say, I be around that every day. So it might be, to somebody else looking in, I might be like, oh, you just got that's like a whole lot of gang activities and all that like that. Right. No, but at the same time, you're not even realizing that everybody that's around me are licensed to carry. They're doing the right things to carry what they're doing and act the way they are. Because if the police was to pull up and everybody was illegal, I get busted for that, or they'll get busted for that. But no, that's not the case. Everybody that was around me, like that, what you see in them videos, I don't let them do videos like that and like put guns in my videos unless they have their license, because I like, at the end of the day, I don't know who's watching this. Yeah. Once you put it on the internet, it goes to anybody. Yeah. So Albany is already, it's like when you say Albany, it's like an example city. You get caught doing something, they gonna set an example. Yeah. Whether it's big, small, whatever, they gonna set an example for you. And I'm not going against what Albany laws they have to offer to the city or whatever like that. I'm just a law-abiding citizen that, okay, like I say, if I got to have license to carry these things like this right here and have them, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to carry it because of protection, not just just stunning videos and stuff like that. So that's what I say. So the youngest that's out there that's doing that, like, at least make sure your partners around y'all legit. Don't be having no guns and stuff like that in your videos where it's a scratched off serial number, it's a hot gun, you know what I mean? And then the police come to your crib and now you got to bang your head, run around trying to hide stuff or trying to get rid of stuff because you're not straight. Right. Me, on the other hand, look, hey, you come to my door, hey, Bombay, I heard you so-and-so, you like the conversation. Hey, yeah, I got my license, I got my paper right here, whatever y'all need, I got that. I just get my product back when y'all get done. Right.
And see, that goes back to like what we always talk about. Is knowing your rights, you know what I'm saying? Because and knowing the law, because there are laws in place to protect us when we want to do certain things. Yes. But if we just decide that we're just gonna go out here and be all reckless, then that's a different story. But even when we were talking about the Black Panther Party a few minutes ago, like, they were heavy promoters of us exercising our right to bear arms and do it in a legal manner because we have the right to. You know what I'm saying? So don't just illegally do it when you can do it legally, you know what I'm saying? And you can be protected. Yes. Like, some of the same laws that go against us actually can help us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we take advantage of them. And we were talking about before, like, how in our communities a lot of people have certain fears of guns. You know what I'm saying? And they have good reasons to have those fears. However, at the same time, you have to realize the times that we're living in, like you were saying. And if you see clearly, like with the situation that happened in Charlottesville last week or the week before last, you know, all of them were doing what? Exercising their right to bear arms while we're standing there with signs and, you know what I'm saying? And there's other stuff, but it's like, no, you have the same right to be standing there armed, ready to shoot, just like them. You know what I'm saying? But we have to know our laws, know our rights, like, and don't just go, like you said, getting guns all crazy willy-nilly, but go to the gun range. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to operate your firearm properly. So, yeah.
You gotta have, I just want to say, that's why I said, that's one of them things, like I said, just to go back on, like, you really got to know what you're doing out here. You can't be out here blind. Because it's a lot of stuff that you have access to that people just feel to go out there and research it and find out about it. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's available. Yeah. But definitely, if you're not willing to go and dig for it and try to find it, you ain't gonna know. Even that hard. And it's not. It's right there in front of you. Like I said,
just sit down and read it or go over it. You know. Like,
yeah, and one thing that us as, like, black people have that I noticed that we are so, like, you know what I mean, like, passionate about is social media. Yeah. Social media. Like, everything has to revolve around social media. A person can get shot right now and a person to go live and instead of helping them, but you going live right now. So it's like I said, it's one of those it's one of those things that, like I say, we'd rather use stuff that's not gonna give us no type of advantage than to use the stuff that they have offered out there to take advantage of. Okay. So that's why I say, you know, it's just about the person. Like I say, if you motivate everybody around you to do that and dig and go get it, they're going to go get it. But if you don't, they just going to sit there and, like I say, and, I don't know. I ain't know how to do that. But everybody know how to get on their phone every day and go log on to Facebook and put a post up, a daily quote, you know, in the morning. You can do the same thing when you're trying to find out if you can get caps. So you can find out you're trying to get food stamps. You know, you can dig for that information. Yep. But some people don't want to do that. So I take advantage. You know what I mean? I don't got too long. You know what I mean? I got one life to live. That's it. You want to live and die. Yeah. So have fun while you're at it. You know what I mean? So that's something. That's how I can put it. Like, you know, you just got to go out there and get it. You just can't be stagnant to the point where you just think it's okay. I get by it. I'll worry about it next time or when it come up. No, it's right there available. When it's free, you don't want to bother with doing it. As soon as somebody put a ticket on it, like, man, what's
What? So, like, you know, that stuff is insane.
That's why I say it's crazy. Like I said, you know.
So it want to charge you, like, man, what you talking about, man?
But all of this free knowledge was out here for you
before,
but you want to pay for nonsense.
That's basically what it boils down to. So.
Like, you would rather go pay to play some Facebook games and get some extra lives on Candy Crush.
Yeah, I'm talking about sending me an application.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know, get out here and get it. Like I say, like, you get out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Do you know who's hiring?
Exactly.
Not how to get over this level.
Like, you know, we on that. Auburn is one of the ones that's on the map, like, that's poor. But I'll be like, you know, Auburn is not poor. They got it. Like, we poor, but we not poor. Like, you could actually go out there and make a living in Auburn.
You really could, man.
Like,
people do it every
people
day.
don't think you can, but you actually can. Like,
oh
no, it was inherited, and if you know how to get up and go get it for yourself.
We can make a living.
We can make a living in Auburn.
Right. And you know, I like to say, and people like to say, if you can make it out of Albany, you can make it anywhere. I like to say, if you can make it in Albany, you can make it anywhere. Because if you just got out of Albany because you couldn't like get it here, like it's an issue. Because
that's why I like it's been like an ongoing cycle in Albany, like the last 3-4 years. If you ever notice, beginning of the year, it always be that one or two persons that's gonna always say, "I'm finna leave and go to Atlanta." Yeah, you always hear that. I'm finna go to Atlanta, but they don't have no vision on why they're going to Atlanta. They just think they're going because it's more jobs. It's the city. It's gonna. I'm gonna live good. I'm gonna eat good. But in actuality, those people up there struggling. It's
right, and I was about to say, statistically, like it's harder to make it in Atlanta than it is here.
You got 3-4 people staying together in 1-2 bedroom apartments and stuff in Atlanta, making livings and stuff like that. But y'all crying about a rent that's $500. You got 2 bedrooms, 2 beds,
a house.
You know what I mean? Yeah, at that.
Like a whole house. Yeah.
So you can't really complain. In Albany, that's why I say you go up there, you paying $1,100 to $1,500 for a basic apartment. In Atlanta, a basic apartment. That's not even on the good side of town.
Right, that's in the hood.
So you know what I mean. At the same time,
really?
It's like
that's low end.
That's low end almost.
For real.
Like I take that back. You can probably go to Kennesaw area. Up in that area right there, like, you know what I mean, to probably find you one. That probably would be a 1-bedroom for like $1,300, $1,400 a month. But, you know, down here, that's like staying in one of them houses out there in St. Andrews somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like I say, it's a big difference, but people think it's easy. And you ever notice, like I say, they always say that in the beginning. By summertime, they be back in Albany. Because they ain't have no vision going up there. Now they say, oh, man, I ain't get hired, or I ain't do this. I ain't make it. No, it's not fitting me. Mm-hmm. And now you think you finna come back to Albany because you done went up there for a couple months. Now, you just got this vision that you finna be rich when you come back.
Right.
You're going to be in the same predicament if you don't apply yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I say regardless of where you go, if you don't apply yourself, you're going to be in the same predicament where you was when you left.
Yeah.
So to my people that's out there that's listening, you know,
yeah.
You know, have a vision for yourself before you just step out there and decide that you just gonna take these big steps and, you know, you don't really got nothing to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you taking all these, that's a nice power move. I'm finna move to Atlanta. But in actuality, you just moving up there to stress yourself out to even move.
Right.
That's it.
No, that's
real. Basically.
And everybody around you stay an hour 20, an hour and 30 away. You might be in Atlanta on this side, and you got to go to your friend's house. Let's say 43 minutes.
And the bus line don't even go that far. Like the MARTA, like you can't even catch the MARTA from like one place to the next. Like
go out that far.
Right. Exactly. So that's why I'm like, you know. Just go out there.
That's a good one there, but like everybody stay like 30, 45 minutes, an hour away.
What? That's why. I know. I couldn't get up with this person today. They stay like 2 hours away. I go there tomorrow in the morning.
Okay.
You go there, you're going to be there all day. Because when you go back to this side of town, you there.
You ain't coming back. Right.
Still like Chuck.
Yes.
Man, that's wild.
Yes.
That's real, though.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to agree that you have to have vision wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you are going to always be the constant factor. You know what I'm saying? In any in any equation. Like, you are always going to be that constant. So, if you aren't changing and you aren't evolving and you aren't growing, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to stay stagnant. Yes. Like, regardless of where you are. Like, you can move from here to Cali to Timbuktu and back. And if your vision and your outlook and perspective on life and you don't change, then nothing's gonna change for you. Yes. Like, I mean, that's just kind of the way it goes, you know?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Doherty County Extreme. Yes. I've heard that name before.
Yes.
So, how did you get into coaching football?
The culture came about, you know, my son plays, my junior, my AJ. He played last year with Doherty County Extreme. And, I wanted to help out last year, but my job situation wouldn't allow me to just be out there with the kids. And that's one of the things that you got to be dedicated to. Because, you know, getting kids, you know, you taking someone's prized possession and having them for a couple hours out your day, and you know what I mean. It takes, like I say, dedication to that, and I really couldn't do it last year, so this year right here that I actually had a chance to, I went on ahead and did what I actually love to do besides just music. Like, this is my gateway. Like, you know what I mean, to get away from music, I do this right here, football.
Okay.
And they offered me last year, like I said, to play, and the coach, and like I said, I couldn't do it, but this year, I went through with it. And
okay.
Yeah.
You looking at me like, what is she about to say?
No. I'm good.
Okay. So it's interesting though that you played football. Your son plays football. You're coaching football with so much going on in the world around football. So I've been ready to have this conversation, and it just fell on you today. So, I'm not gonna say I am anti-football, right?
Don't like it.
Listen, yes, right? And she says, really though, because I grew up, like, my whole life was basically centered around football, right?
Yeah.
Because I had older brother who played football, I had a younger brother who played football, and so I was just the little sister of the football players, like, all the time.
Yeah.
But it's like now, as I've grown, you know what I'm saying, and I have a child of my own, and I can see it through a different lens, my perspective has changed. Like, football used to be my favorite sport. Like, if it was between basketball and football, it was like, oh, now give me football. You know what I'm saying? I even wanted to play football. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how bad it was. Like,
play football too.
Right. Like, I cried in middle school because Coach King would not let me try out for the football team. Like, for real. Like,
try out?
Wouldn't let me play, period. Try out, nothing. Like, no, you're not. No. Like, what are you talking about? Your mom ain't gonna kill me. But it's like, no, I can play. Like, I'm good. Like, I've been playing in the neighborhood. Like, no, literally. Like, no, for real. I was good, bro. Like, I would have been 5. Like, don't get it twisted.
I would have been 5.
But, like, seriously. And I appreciate them now, though, for not letting me, do that. Because now looking at what I would have been setting myself up for, it's like, nah, as a female, no, you really didn't need that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone now seeing the damage in the aftermath that happens, you know what I'm saying, for my brothers, it's like, I don't want that for them either, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that you should stop what you're doing, but it's like all of this stuff that comes along with it from childhood, you know what I'm saying, being exposed to these possible injuries and this damage, you know what I'm saying, and then you growing up and it's like, why are you doing all of this? For a chance at a football scholarship, to go to college, you know what I'm saying, to potentially play in the NFL. But if you're playing right now, because I did the Little League, you know what I'm saying, the travel teams, I was right there. So it's like, I seen this even with the kids. It was like, because I was around it so much, it was like, oh, this is normal. This is how the coaches are supposed to talk to the players. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is what they're supposed to go out there and do. But it's like seeing little kids getting the wind knocked out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like all kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, dang, I don't think I really realized what was going on back then. And then, now it's like, everything on the political side of what football or the NFL stands for and represents is like, well, how much are they at fault, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to us? Because we prepare, you know what I'm saying, to be in those positions. Not that they're forcing us to prepare, but it's almost like a lot of our black men feel like this is the only way out, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of parents even feel like this is the only way out. Because I watch Friday Night Tykes. I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
I love that show.
See?
I love that show. I'm actually incorporating it with the DCX. We doing like a season with the team, and showing the adversity that actual football team go through, especially with dealing with so many age groups. So we're gonna use that to try to use that as leverage for coming up with the next season and keep Doherty County football players in Doherty County. as far as like playing, because we're the only Pop Warner team in Albany. Like,
okay.
You got, yeah, we're the only Pop Warner team. Everybody else is either like Y.F.L. or a recreation league.
Okay.
So we are the only one like Pop Warner in Albany. So we're trying to use that leverage and keep our players playing Pop Warner football in Albany versus going to like the Lee County or anywhere else. Not saying anything's wrong with those programs, but our kids are right here. We got to keep them in Doherty County.
In Doherty
So
County.
our talent needs to stay in Doherty County. So
Albany,
that's what we basically trying to get with the season with the
they're already go
V.O.I.C.E.S.
skating out there and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
They play football over here.
I'm actually trying to put that together now with T Smooth. You know.
Okay.
So we actually trying to
shout out to the
together.
homie T Smooth.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to go through with that. But back to what you were saying, like as far as like it being a dangerous sport, I look at it like anything that you do can be dangerous in some type of aspect, like baseball or running or just doing anything that doesn't require contact. You know, just like basketball. You know, you can collapse from running so much. You know, basketball is one of those sports that you run up and down the court all day.
Mm-hmm.
Football, you get hit in the head too much, you might get a concussion. Baseball, you know, you get hit in the head, you get hit with that ball, you can possibly die. I think a child died last year from Valdosta County area somewhere, like Lowndes County, from Little League baseball. A little boy got struck in the head and passed away. So I'm like, anything that you do is gonna be some type of risk. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to limit myself to what I can do and what I can't do. Like, you only get, that's why I say, so if your child would like to do that, yeah. I let my child, like, I put this on my child, like, you still a child. But at the same time, you don't really know what you like or dislike yet. So until you actually do it, that's when you'll gain that, okay, well, I see my child don't really like this right here. Remove him from that. Cut that out the way. Because you don't really know what your child like. Like, right now, my child going to tell me, Daddy, I like football. Daddy, I like baseball. I like basketball. He may get older and be like,